I heard there's men out there still that actually like their women like they like their steak. A little bit of fat on them, pink in the middle. Is that true?
My mouth's already watering.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
Public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me.
The holidays are coming.
So check this out, guys. Nutcracker, nutsucker.
You ain't using hands or legs. Hello, humanity ain't that bad. Enjoy your day, baby.
So you're basically saying that money replaces fatherhood. And you know what that is? No, it's funny because that is the conclusion that most Western women come to. Because in the last 100 years, when women have gotten the opportunity to take money over a dad, that is what we do. Okay. And that's why we shouldn't vote. And that's why we shouldn't have all these privileges. And that's why we shouldn't go to these goddamn therapists that just tell you to get divorced.
In the evening, they emerge with one thing on their minds. A search for pleasure. The large and the small. The thick and the thin. The drunk and the easy. Some with skirts shorter than my drunken father's temper, and looser morals than my mother when the milkman arrives. Their ill-fitting upper attire is in accordance with the code associated with these hoes of the evening. No one knows where they come from, and no one knows where they go after the evening closes.
Crikey. I think I saw a wildebeest and possibly a rhino.
One good day where you eat clean, you drink a lot of water, and you, like you did. You got that day, you woke up, you put your shoes on, you went for a run, you worked out your driveway. You got a good day.
Yep.
That's sometimes all you need to do and decide, this is what I do from now on. I have good days.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be another good day. And then I'm going to force myself into another good day. And the next thing you know, I've got some momentum. You got some momentum, you can change everything.
Yep.
That's it, guys. Habits and behaviors, a few good decisions. The world could change for you in just a few days flat.
We are in a fucking crisis, a pandemic with this single mother and shit. But it is a proven fact that single mother households produce the worst product.
Facts. That's
It's a
100% fact, yeah.
If you take two-parent households, single father household, single mother household, statistically based on facts, the household with the woman heading it by herself produces the worst product. And for our people, for black people, for African American people, those single mother households are the reason why prisons are filled with a good majority of our
You are 100%
people, right? So these are facts. You sit this on the table. Here go the fact. And then you say, so y'all need to start valuing men being involved in the lives of your children. I can't make you be with your baby daddy, or we can't say that somebody has to stay with somebody, because we know that children are being born out of situations where the two people aren't healthy together.
Yeah.
But you having access to a man and a woman during your upbringing needs to be brought back. I gotta laugh when I say this because, you know, the females get so mad.
Did you have the vaccine? Absolutely and utterly not, sir. My principles are not for sale. I would have stayed in my house to the end of human time and sat there as a pureblood, the last one, the last pureblood on the planet before I inject myself with poison.
You're not making an MGM trailer.
Yes, I am, because it's a matter of principle. I am not a farm animal. My blood is mine. It does not belong to the government, and I decide what is in it. Right.
Who else told him? Hell no. There ain't a chance in hell I'm trusting them. I'm pure blood as it gets.
Did you know that if you drink enough alcohol, they ask you to leave work early?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Hey Dad, Austin and I are about to buy a house and you guys paid off your mortgage faster. How did you do it?
Well, it's not as difficult as it sounds. What we did is we took the 30-year mortgage. Now the reason we did that is because then your monthly payment is so much less. During the year, if you make one additional monthly payment somewhere along the line, it can be one big payment or 12 small payments. But if you make an extra payment every year that comes straight off the principal, not the interest, and it will cut your loan down from 30 years to 17.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
Name one benefit that a man gets from marriage that he wouldn't get in a regular relationship.
Just one.
Well, I think, as a woman, if you're...
I'm asking you as a man, since you're, attacking men for being Peter Pan.
I think a lot of men who choose to get married are incentivized by the fact that they are able to claim that woman as theirs. And
But name one benefit that they would get in a marriage that they wouldn't get in a regular relationship.
Well, I think even though it's not 100%, there's peace of mind that that woman is going to be loyal to you.
The answer is there's none. You're dancing around it. There is none. So my thing is this. I think it's in a man's best interest to stay Peter Pan, as you would say. And I think women shame men because men gain their value in their 40s. Men understand the sexual marketplace better. They understand that women have no leverage in their 40s. And they date down and they get younger, more attractive girls. And that's the best way to go in today's day and age, where we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace where women could take everything they got, take their kids, etc. Why the hell would a guy want to commit to women nowadays when, honestly, we got wholeflation?
There's obviously more incentive for women to get married than men, obviously.
Way more.
But what I'm suggesting is there's also benefits to men getting married. And I think...
Name one.
I just told you. I think it's...
That he wouldn't get outside of a regular relationship.
I just told you, the women, knowing that your woman is perhaps going to be more loyal to you when she's your wife versus your girlfriend.
She should be displaying that anyway.
Well, I think the...
So a title changes her loyalty?
Damn, when they can't even name one. Guys, the truth is, if you ever enter a partnership where someone's incentivized to leave and screw you over, and it's usually a cash prize, you're getting screwed, just so you know. Hey, but that's Candace Owens under there, and she's been letting it go on YouTube. So if you want to hear some truth bombs about the government and all the rest, go check out Candace. She got you.
Tap water. Never, ever, ever, ever again drink water out of the tap. If having a water filtration system is not in the budget, get a Brita water filter that at a minimum gets chlorine and fluoride out of your water. If you have seen the clinical trials, the clinical studies in the last 15 months coming out on fluoride, they are absolutely devastating. There is 0 levels of safe fluoride in human beings. It's a neurotoxin. They find that the higher the fluoride concentration in the water, the lower the IQ. In every state where they studied this. So stop drinking tap water.
Man, the water, they're poisoning it all. But the editor here that does this with me, he believes in this water filter that's hella expensive. He can put a picture of it if he wants, but I'll tell you the truth about the Brita is it doesn't remove fluoride. I don't know about the chlorine, but I know for a fact it doesn't remove fluoride. So you kind of got to get a water filter that's like at least medium grade, probably like $500 bare minimum, because you do need to be removing that fluoride and other contaminants they're adding to the water.
Hell no. But you got no confidence like me. You really wanna run around and chase me.
I wouldn't recommend letting your kid do this right here. I'm probably the only friend left that hasn't taken a major accident that I know of. My best friend died. Stay safe out there, guys.
If I were to say, what's 4 plus 3, you'd go 7. But if I were to say, what's 496 plus 3,814, you might be able to figure out in your head. But if I said, what would be an easier way for you to figure it out? You go, do you have pen and paper? That's for a little bit more of a complex math problem. You have your entire life. You have all of the things that's ever happened to you. You have every relationship. You have all of these feelings around somebody. And you're telling me that that's less complex than trying to figure out an addition problem? Why do you try to figure out your entire life in your head? In your head, there's so many things dancing around all the time. There's emotions, there's feelings, there's your past, there's mostly things that you're unconscious of that you're trying to bring to your conscious awareness. If you put it on paper, it becomes easier.
So many problems in our life are way too multifaceted to actually think yourself to the solution. And for me, the big key has always been writing lists and just writing it out. And writing it out with a pen and paper is actually imprinting on your subconscious mind, and it works in a far different way. Brian Tracy would say that if you wrote a goal list in a year of 10 or more things that were even blue sky and seemed impossible to achieve, that if you came back to the list 6 months later and didn't even look at it, several things would have been done. And that's actually happened to me every year that I've checked on it. So the power of writing lists and the power of writing out your problems to find a solution is humongous. Do it.
A friend is one who will not even consider giving his life for you. That's a friend. Everybody you name are with me for money and for what they can get. I don't have no friends. I wrote a poem that says, friendship is a priceless gift that cannot be bought nor sold, but its value is far greater than a mountain made of gold. For gold is cold and lifeless. It can neither see nor hear, and in time of trouble it is powerless to cheer. Gold, it has no ears to listen, no heart to understand. It cannot not bring you comfort or reach out a helping hand. So when you ask God for a gift, be thankful if he sends, not diamonds, pearls, or riches, but the love of real, true friends. See, friends are very rare.
What's happening today is a radical form of a woman's movement. The idea that we don't need men, that men are always and constantly, once again, the oppressed versus the oppressor. I have news for people that do identify themselves as feminists. Men are not dropped off by the stork. We are the people that have to carry men for 9 months. They are our little boys, they are our sons, they are our husbands. This country needs women to find their voices and to fight for our men. Because what is happening right now is a cultural war on men.
Baby, show me you can calm down, dance with me.
So the fact that we have seen G Herbo go down for fraud, we have seen Black China say she only has $11,000 in the bank, Tristan Thompson didn't pay his bills, he's living with Chloe now. I want you to understand that these celebrities do not have money the way you think they do. They do not. Like, I know a lot of people on Instagram who looks like they have it and they don't have a car. I had a guy who looked like he had all this money on Instagram, right? He DM'd me, you know, we was talking or whatever. And then one night when I was asleep, he woke me up and asked me for a ride from the club. And that's how I found out he didn't have a car. Did I get up out my sleep? No. I said, I'm busy, and the number was blocked. He's a grown man. Find your way home. Now all celebrities are rich, and them having stuff, that's the part of the image, and it's a part of the play, right? I want you to understand that all the designer stuff they get it for free. Like, Little Baby got all his Amiris for free. $1,000 jeans, $1,100 jeans. He got it for free. So do not break your back or break your neck trying to keep up with the Joneses, because most people are broke. If everybody was rich, there would be no rich.
I think this is a big one you got to watch out for in the women, because somehow they instinctually always want to keep up with the Joneses, and it's on your dime. You know what I mean? So, personally, I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks, and I'd rather look broke as hell and not be noticed, have my privacy, and be chilling than ever compete with these people. These people are so fucking rich, you ain't ever gonna catch them either, some of them.
You won't go half on the bills with a man, but you'll go whole on the bills by yourself. Let me get this right. You won't go half on the bills with a man, but you'll go whole on the bills all by yourself and struggle by yourself, because a lot of people are struggling. You won't go to the Cheesecake Factory because your palate is so exclusive that you live on Section 8 or you live on low income housing or you only make $60,000 a year. You're extravagant and picky when it comes to your taste buds, but you wear $10 yoga pants, Sheen outfits, Fashion Nova clothing, and you're not picky when it comes to your clothes, but you're extremely bougie when it comes to your food. Your weave isn't even expensive. Yeah, you have a few designer bags, but those are out of season. Like, I've never understood.
She's not younger than me, she's not skinnier than me, and she's not prettier than me. Then why couldn't it just be me?
Because she's softer than you. She's quieter than you. She doesn't yell at me. She doesn't call me an idiot or tell me to shut up all the time. She listens to me. She's nice to me. She doesn't make me feel like the only thing stopping her from being happy is me.
God first and yourself second, because there are some people out there, they have muscle, they have money, they have nice cars, but because they don't respect God, and they seem to be unlucky on repeat because they don't understand that all of the worldly treasures in and of itself is not enough to gain favor with God if your heart is not pure.
All right, y'all, let's see what I got for you today. Well, you know, when you start these businesses, it's never really that easy, and it's like whooping your fucking ass, right? And it feels like it's taking all your time. But I just wanted you guys to know, if you're in the middle of that, it's just because you're like in the beginning stages. If you really apply yourself and you take notes and you try to learn every day, by like, you know, year 3 or 4, it'll be like clockwork. It'll be so easy. It'll be everything that you wish it was today, you know? So just stay at it. With the Vine business, I can literally measure with my eyes now. And well, the Vine's sort of like the different pieces of wood. They're like wonky. They go in different ways. But I could pick up every piece and within 1 inch tell you how big it is, which is kind of an amazing thing to see. Because when I first started out, I had to sit there with a tape measure on every single one and like do all these different angles trying to figure it out. It's funny to think about, honestly. And I used to think, man, if it takes me all fucking day to sort this wood and tag it, like this shit's never gonna work. But now that I'm in like year 4 or 5, I can sort wood like literally 10 times faster than I did before. Like maybe if it would have took me all day before, it literally takes me like less than 2 hours. So and well, you learn along the way. So one thing that is that when I used to sort the wood and tag the wood, I would take a tape measure and I'd basically tape measure every piece. And then I thought to myself eventually, and it might have been a year in or something, what if I can get rid of this tape measure? So then what I did was I got a piece of wood that was like that size, like so as small as 12 inches, a medium's 18, and the large is 24, for instance. So I had a piece of wood that was like that, so I could just put the wood next to it and be like, boom, that's it. But it's sort of still like a tape measure. So then what I did is I figured out this system, and this is how it works. It's that you figure out that it's not the other 2 sizes. So let's say I have an extra small, they're like really small. A small is 12 inches, a medium is 18, and a large is 24. When I pick up a piece of wood, let's say it's 12 inches, I can say, well, it's definitely not a extra small, it's too big. I can say it's definitely not a medium because it's way too small. Well, then you know it's a small. You don't even have to think about measurements anymore, really, because if you have a general idea of the size, then you could just cross cancel. If I pick up a medium, I go, well, it's definitely not a large, it's way too small. And I think about price points. So if we sell the large for 30, I'm picking up a piece of wood and going, if I was a customer and I picked this up off the shelf for 30, would I be like, you're out of your fucking mind? Or would I be like, is that a good deal? So that's the way I do it. I pick it up, I go, would that be worth 30? Fuck no, it's not worth 30. All right, well then is it worth 20, the medium cost? Yeah, it's worth 20, $18.99 or whatever. I'd say, yeah. What is it worth 12? Well, it's way too nice to be 12. So which is a small. So there's these other methods that you'll develop over time, but you couldn't develop them unless you stuck to the grindstone and kept doing it over and over. And when you do it over and over for like a year, you find the shortcut, you find the better way of thinking, you find ways to be more efficient, and the business changes. And if you do that for 4 years, what was once impossible, what once took all day, will turn into a part-time job that pays you hand over fist. For me, I get so bored, I got to start something new. All right, guys. I'm out on the yard. Sorry about the noise. There's always something going on out here. But, had that on my mind. Wanted to share it with you. All right, guys. I always appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you would. And we gonna see you on the next one.